Glorious day here, 29th of December, sunshine. I managed to get out as soon as that sun went above those clouds, and yeah, I put some plastic bags on over my socks so I could be on the ground, and took my t-shirt off even just with the sun out, and did some like just yoga, fitness and movement. Yeah, feel really good for that. The weather's been really weird, misty, like just mist all day for like 48 hours. After that, I've got a bit of time to myself today as well for the first time in a while. It's been a little bit hectic with things going on and various other parts of life coming up, but maybe we're getting ready for a bit of a clearing out for the new year. But yeah, I was super tuned in and started making some notes, so I just thought I'd bring those out here. What I realised, I don't know if it was because I did this thing this morning, it was nice doing some yoga and breathing and just like really connecting. Been learning a little bit more, like I've touched on this in various points of my life, and it comes up because it's to do with the hertz of the brain and the Schumann resonance of the earth being 7.83 hertz. So you can measure that, and then scientists can also measure the brain, and they can measure it. Oh, I've cheated, but is it cheating? It's learning. Cheat to learn. It's not really cheating, is it? Reminds me when I was in school, me and my friend Alex, there was like a German test coming up. There'd be like 10 questions that you'd have to translate. We'd just go home because we were one of the first to have computers then, and Alex lived close to the school, so we'd go back if we hadn't prepared for the test and yeah, get the 10 words and get the translations so we had them, and type them up on like a Word document, shrink them down to like size 4, so it was small, just small enough so you could cut it out and put a sticker on the end of your pencil or pen. And then sometimes we'd sell them for like 50p or a quid because you just print more and cut them all out, and then you'd have a cheat. If you didn't, yeah. But the funny thing was, by the time you'd taken the words, you'd sat down, you'd typed them out or read them out to each other, then you'd shrunk them down and printed them and maybe made a mistake, had to do it again, get it right, and then cut them out and put the sellotape on for the pen, cut a few more out maybe. You'd learn most of the words because you'd just seen them all for a long time. But then if you did need a little question or two, you could just be like, just tilt the pencil and get the answer, and then that'll be a 9 out of 10, please. Thanks. So it's not really cheating, is it? But I'm really trying to get in my head the 5 different stages of the brain. So like in sleep, for example, it's fluctuating at a slower waves per minute. So yeah, But yeah, my first sheet of paper was just connect to 7.83 hertz. Try and connect. Meditation, they say, does that. It brings your brainwave fluctuations into that more of the earth. So if the earth's got waves, why I think it might be a good idea for us to just try and get our waves the same as the earth, and then you're gonna, surely that's better than not resonating with the earth. So it's worth a try anyway, and that's what came to me just after this morning. I'm feeling really good. Tuned in is the word. Tuned in. Ideas are spilling out of me, and I'm really excited about all of the projects going on. I've had ideas for Life Master Book Club. I think some of the notes are in here. But anyway, yeah, gamma is 30 to 80 hertz. That's the most, like studying, solving problems. That's when it's, yeah, high energy. Sometimes maybe when you want to read, your brain's up there, and then you go, and that's why you are reading the words, but you're not reading them. They're not going in. Your brain, your mind is somewhere else in these gamma waves. And maybe the beta waves, 14 to 38, you're still active, concentration. Excess of this can cause stress. So, I mean, surely an excess of the gamma will also be highly stressful. I suppose it's, yeah, when you fight at flight, that's why when you're eating, your digestion, if it's stressful and things are going on around you, your blood goes to the extremities, fight, to your hands and legs, and so you're ready to move or ready to fight. But if you're relaxed and calm, breathing and enjoying a meal, the blood flows inwards to all of the digestive system, the organs, to help there. So when you're going to eat, just chill out. Yeah, alpha is next, 8 to 14 hertz. This is like relaxed, daydreaming, sleeping, daydreaming kind of. So a lot of stuff you see is about getting into this alpha state when you're awake, not when you're lying in your bed, and then reaping the benefits of these states while in day-to-day life. So your fluctuations are lower, but I guess they're more in tune, and you just feel more connected, more you, and it just feels good. And you know, even if you think this is absolute nonsense, just imagine it's true, and then it will probably feel really good. The imagination, the nervous system doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So just imagine feeling all the things that you want to feel, and guess what? You'll feel more like that than not. After that, theta. So this is interesting. So this is 4 to 8 hertz on the scale. So this is like creative, REM, dream sleep. This is the dream state. So surely if I try and attune all the time to the resonance of the earth, 7.83, that's just in that theta gap. So you're basically, creative. That's the creative thing. So this is what I'm feeling like. I've just been in this creative zone today, but in a really relaxed, natural, just, effortless, I guess is the word, effortless state. You know, I'm working, I'm doing other things, but it's all just feeling very natural. And that's what I decided to do today, because I had a little bit of a window by myself. I thought, well, there's definitely work that I can be doing, or I can just see what kind of flows out, and work has, but in a totally different way to what I would have done if I'd just jumped into the list. You see, I think it's good to just try to step back, and I guess this is like a tuning. If you imagine you've got like a radio receptor aerial coming out the top of your head, and you know, like catching radio waves or television waves that project to the TV. This is your connection. You have one to the earth and everything around you. Because all they operate is in hertz. We operate in hertz too, but we're just not, an aerial or a television. You're you, and I think this is just, I don't know, it just feels like a lot's clicked for me today. I'm just like, well, this is really easy to get behind. I feel, and then it just came to me how to really easily teach it, and why. And I think, I think it should be a thing that should be taught, and I'll continue to evolve this kind of message and I guess experimentation, because but it's a bit hard to comprehend, I guess, because it's the invisible stuff. It's the stuff that, it's so easy to see us, to see a house, to see a shed, but we can't see all these waves and of energy. But we can, meditation, we know by science that these waves are there in the mind, and we know that we can change them doing certain things, meditation or breathing. In different ways you can speed up and reduce by just different breathing methods, the fluctuations of the mind. So imagination, I think, goes a long way as well. You know, just picturing yourself actually in that state and feeling good about it. And below that, the last one is delta, 0.5 to 4. That's deep sleep, that's recovery sleep, that's when new cells are generated. So God knows what happens if you get down there to that state while awake. But I did do a course in Bali called Yoga Nidra, and that is like yogic sleep, where you lie down. I should do this because I've got some really good ideas for the 4 AM Club now. I feel like, this is I think I've written this down. I was just going to talk about Yoga Nidra, wasn't I? So a small sub point. 4 AM Club, I've decided that it's $11 a month, but your membership will be revoked if you don't share at least one sunrise picture a month, just to encourage you to get outdoors. I was thinking earlier when I was doing this like breathing in the sun and yoga and stuff, just moving and breathing, basically. There's loads of different names for all this stuff. Oh no, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about gyms. I was just thinking, isn't it amazing that so many thousands of people pay money to go to the same boring place every day to like move about and work out? I was, working out there. I go out in nature. I would paying money to go to the same place all the time with the same people, just the same bad lighting, and you're indoors. You better be outdoors. You're getting the benefits of fresh air and a bit of sunshine for the vitamin D activation and hormonal balances. Sunrise sun. It turns on the daytime hormones, so then it turns off the nighttime ones. I forget the name. I've forgotten all the hormone names. The one that makes you sleepy at night, so it doesn't waste any, so then it saves it for the night. So getting up and getting a bit of sunrise sun turns on a lot of good things in the body, in the mind, the hormonal system. It does, I'm going to learn these names. It does one hormone that's like sets off all the other hormones for daytime, and then that saves your stores of stuff for the night that you need, the hormones, the one that makes you sleepy and all of this stuff. So you get better sleep. So it just, loop. Wow, I feel like I've gone off on loads of tangents, but yeah, 4 a.m. club. Yeah, so if you don't share that, then you're out. So it's just something to encourage you to do that, because I think just getting outside, doing some movement, doing some breathing every morning and making it fun. If you start to look around, there'll be hundreds of different places around you, surely, that you can go and do things outside. Get a bit of equipment and just go and breathe, or just walk outside, breakfast, picnic, that kind of thing. Start. Anyway, yeah, it's Life Master. I was thinking about that. Is your life balanced? Oh, studio. Yeah, I've got a really nice upstairs space now with a big wall. So I think maybe a whiteboard and a load of colourful pens, and just get a better camera, better camera equipment, the microphones and stuff. Then I was also thinking of using one of the, because we were doing nonconformity AI tools yesterday, there's one called HeyGen where you can record a 2-minute video of yourself like this and then upload it to there, and they take you through like cue the words, and I think you have to be within like a certain position, but they'll take that 2-minute video, and then basically you can turn any text that you write into a video with your audio as long as you want, automatically using AI, which is pretty mind-blowing. I have given it a little try, but it was just in the kitchen months ago, and I think they've had a lot of updates as well since that as well. So this is nonconformity AI tools and nonconformity AI. We're going to be keeping you up to date with advancements in these areas, automation tools, tech tools that actually are really good, and yeah, the AI tools that are just making things. Yeah, people are going to start getting replaced this coming year. I think this is, AI's dropped in. We've seen a bit about what it can do, but I don't think anybody has any idea just how massively this is going to impact your life, people's lives around you, the world in general, your country. Like, it's huge. It's a lot to take in, and this is why I'm trying to boil it down and get it across in bite-sized bits of information, just so it's digestible, so you can keep abreast, but just be aware, but you don't want to let it could consume you, is what I'm saying. Nonco Book Club. Yeah, I just simplified the offering there, and that's just going to be, join for, this is it. I've turned this into like a mission. This might be a mission business model. 13 minutes, wow. Business model. I want to build up my skills and balance of life using the Life Master system and time and energy to be able to read a book a week, and read that book, learn that book by making notes, and then present it in like a video format, or explore other ways of presenting a book. Because once you start to teach, this is why cheating's good. Just cheat and teach and learn it as you go, and then you'll learn more, and then you'll open up your lens and eye and world to more, and then it keeps going. So yeah, if you want to join me on that mission, it's $6 a month, and you can retain your membership by sharing a 5-minute summary of a book every month. So it encourages you to read a book a month and see how I get on with going for one a week, and see then if you can do one a week. I don't know, we'll see where it goes. It's just another business idea, trying to show you, millions of different things that you could do. 30 minutes, should we just make it a really long one? We seem to be in flow. I've got a few more pages of notes. So the Life Master business on the homepage at the minute, and I like this, it's Is Your Life Balanced? I don't really see many websites with questions on, and then we're just going to have yes, no, or don't. I think I might have don't know in there as well, and just have 3 different journeys which go along the pathway. So if you answered no, then what we'd present to you first is the idea of it's quite, it's hard to manage, sort your life, manage your life if it's all just jumbled into one big pile. So what we do is we split it into 5 different piles: health, work, people, finances, and evolution, and start to have different departments like a business, so you can start to objectively look at the different areas and make sure everything's sorted, finely tuned and organized. And then within there's also different departments, like your health department has got mind, body, nutrition and energy. So you can look at this and be like, body category, and then from there you can have maybe say your teeth, and then in there you could have a subtask to say book book a teeth checkup every year on this date, and then you can have the date in there as well. Then you can have book a hygienist check every however often, break everything down and sort everything out, and so you never forget anything. In the people category, you could have your sister, and then her birthday is in there as a date, and then you could have a reminder a month before every year to start thinking about a present for your sister. And then that comes up in when it does, and then you're like, oh, what's my sister into? Or, oh, what does my partner want for a birthday? What we've been talking about recently. Oh, better yet, I'll go to the shared book list that we've got and seen cool books that she's seen that she wants, and pick out 3 of those and get those. So yeah, just making everything in your life as easy as possible. Look at these 5 areas of life, and then breaking it down into as many areas as you can. Look at completing all of these 5 areas of life. But the idea is then as well, because if you answered yes, you don't want to be too balanced. You want everything completed in a system for everything. But then what you'll be able to do is just hit a past, present or future button, and that will pull in all of the items from all of the different areas of life in a timeline fashion. So the past is all stuff that should have been sorted, and the idea will be to keep that list as clear as possible and clear things off. The present will be today and the next 4 days, so like a 5-day or maybe a week. You'll be able to change this yourself, but I think I'm going to go for around 5 days. So you've got today, all the things that you need to be doing today, and you can quickly scroll over the next few days just to see what's coming up. And then this is what you really need. You need the future as well. And what you do is you have things in the future that you predict the date for in all of those areas, a bit like goals, plans, affirmations, just the direction of where you want to be going in these areas. So as you get more out of sorting the past, get the future, the present really tuned and, running like clockwork and feeling good, you can start to put more energy on where you're going. So you could put like in the finances department, in the assets department, a bit cold. You could have your home. Then you could also put get a second property by next June, because I want to get a bigger, better place, to build camper vans and things like that, have a workshop. So I'm going to start putting that in those departments and then trying to guess a date for it, and then I can just look on the future then and see all the things, what I want my body to be like, what I want my mind to be like, 7.83 hertz all the time. So past, present, future, and then those five areas all interlinking, so you can look at the time element, all the departments, boil it all down, and it all links nicely. That has all come together. So that's in one of the 12, lifemaster.io. Yeah, we just want to help you get it's like a foundation thing. You want to have freedom. Start by building businesses really cheaply and testing them quickly, so you can put the odds more in your favor by testing loads of different things, rather than thinking this one idea is amazing and not doing loads of things that don't validate the idea. You need to go out and validate these ideas, talk about them, get a few users or get a few people interested and see where it goes. But it's very easy to do that. You just want to do it with loads of things, and then the odds for success, if you just do one thing, you're twice as likely if you do 2 things to find the successful thing quicker, and so on and so on and so on. So we're doing 100 in a year just to show you how easy it is to just deploy ideas once you're set up, and test them quickly. So we're not there yet. We've not found one that's the one or whatever, but I'm enjoying the ride. So 4 a.m. club, share the sunrise. I think that's about it. That's probably the longest video I've done. Probably go and get some lunch and then clean the house and do, I don't know. It's hard for me to do computer work when the weather's like this at the end of December. Like, it's cold, but it's so that's why I like to go with it. That's what a lot of our philosophies are about. It's if you've got all these things finely tuned and sorted, and look like you've completed a lot of these areas, or you're on your way to completing them, so there's progress, you've got a bit more freedom, then I just love being able to, on a day like this, go, what do I want to do? What's best for me? What, you know, what opens up? Not having, there's always lists, there's always jobs, but I know that I'm balanced, but not too balanced, because I've got loads of things that I'm going for in all of these areas. So that's the fun. It's being comfortable with being slightly uncomfortable, I guess, always. So we'll leave it there. Big love.